where the Cold War was like democracy forces against authoritarian forces, basically, as simply as I could put it. And now you can see the United States aiding against North Korean forces. And what happened? China saw they were getting a little bit too close, so China joined the war to help against defeat America and South Korean forces. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video by me, Entertainment Factory 16. And for today's video, as you guys can see, we're doing another reaction video to a different YouTuber this time. It's not Mr. Beast, but this time it's a YouTuber called Mapsinanutshell. And this is his most popular video, currently sitting at 6.2 million views after 10 months after it's been posted 10 months ago. And before we get into reacting into this video, if you guys can please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and let's just get right into the video. Okay, so this is the Korean War using Google Earth. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's also cool. You guys see like the units? That's a very good job, honestly. And then you got the casualties. You got some like little pop-ups of speeches and events during that time period that this guy was able to find. And yeah, here's North Korean forces, South Korean, American, and the number of forces as well. That's pretty awesome right here. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. 200,000. Wow. There's Harry S. Truman, our 35th, I think, president. I think Harry S. Truman was our 35th president. I don't know, I'm just taking a guess right now, but Harry S. Truman was the president after FDR died before World War II ended. And he's basically the man who caused the Cold War. I'm sorry to say, but he did. He kind of did. He kind of declared war, so he kind of started it, basically, essentially. Where the Cold War was like democracy forces against authoritarian forces, basically, as simply as I could put it. And now you can see the United States aiding against North Korean forces. And what happened? China saw they were getting a little bit too close, so China joined the war to help against defeat America and South Korean forces, since the United States forces were getting close to China's border, the China-North Korean border. So they joined the war to make sure that it wouldn't happen, and to preserve North Korea as an authoritarian threat, not a democratic threat, or an authoritarian threat becoming a democratic threat now, because they wouldn't want a democratic threat right next door to them. Okay, so let's see here. You can see, thanks to China, the forces on their side, North Korean authoritarian side, is 1 million, and the democratic side forces are getting pushed back pretty far, but not as far as originally, but they are getting pushed back pretty heavily. So 1,250,000 to 750,000 allied American democratic forces. And there's Harry S. Truman again. He's talking about the atomic bombs. So this was before, or no, this was after. I think this was after he dropped the bombs, or they dropped the bombs on Japan, because he made a speech on like the power of the bomb. So that was after he dropped bomb. After, not him, of course, because he ordered it, but it wasn't initially just him. It was their decision, though, the United States. Okay, and this is a speech from, I think this is North Korean. Yeah, I think this is North Korea's leader talking to his people, I think. Let's see. And okay, it's pushed back to the 38th parallel line, where they were divided into two different Koreas, basically, because Japan occupied the Koreas during World War II, and after World War II, different zones were split between in the Korean Peninsula. One was North Korea, controlled by authoritarian threat of Soviet Union and Chinese forces, basically, so communist and authoritarian. And then South Korea was controlled by allied forces, more of like democratic, forces, basically, so a democratic country. Two different ideologies that don't like each other at all. So, and that's why they had that little line there, to try and make it even. Okay, so let's see here. So yeah, it's pushed right at about the line too. Like, perfectly. And also, look at the casualties. Look at that. There's a, oh my god, look at how much casualties the authoritarian forces have taken. 900,000. The Allied Democratic forces have only taken 670,000. And mind you, that is a large number as well, but look at comparison though. And you know, tell me there's not a difference. That's a huge difference. That's like a 300,000 difference in casualties. It's about to be. Right there, it's about to be. And this is Dwight D. Eisenhower. He was a World War II hero and general. He was the one who prepared D-Day operations, which was the invasion of Normandy, France, and trying to basically get rid of Nazi Germany control of France, basically, is what it was. And it was successful. And he's the general who not only was planning it as well, but he's the general who controlled it mostly. Mostly. Okay, oh god. The death toll is colossal. 1 million. Almost 1,100,000 right now for the authoritarian forces. And only about 700,000 for the Allied forces. Again, those are huge numbers, but just comparing it is ridiculous in casualties and basically deaths and injuries. Okay, I think this is the North Korean leader. I'm pretty sure. And the only reason I say that is because I researched a lot about the Korean War. And I know what the leaders during the Korean War were in North and South Korea. I know the difference. So that's why. That's why I'm pretty sure that's the North Korean leader. And if it's not, then it's a general or something. But I'm pretty sure it's the leader. I'm pretty sure of it. My god, look at the amount. There's like 1,500,000 forces just on the authoritarian side. That's a lot. And like, again, it's probably because China at the time was the most populated country. It now isn't, because India did take that crown, but at the time, of course, it was the most populated country. Oh my god. The casualties are just building way too high for the authoritarian. They're about to soon reach 1,300,000 soon, probably. And the Allied or Democratic forces have only just reached 800,000. And again, I'm going to keep saying it. 800,000 is huge, but compared to 1,300,000, it's kind of like, oh my god, you know? Just crazy. Big difference, you know? Okay, so let's see here. So it's again basically pushed to the line, 38th parallel, you could see. Okay, so let's see. And I gotta say, the guy who makes these videos, this animating video, the guy who makes this video particularly, he's done an awesome job on it. I hope he sees this video that I'm making about it and just knows that he did an awesome job on this video, because I like how he has the different zones in color to represent the different sides, and then he has the different units to also represent them fighting each other and pushing back against each other. That's what I think is pretty awesome about this. Okay, so let's hear. That's Dwight D. Eisenhower. He was the president after Harry S. Truman. Okay, so let's see here. Oh my god. Is it gonna reach 1,500,000 casualties on the authoritarian threat side? Or forces, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say threat. Forces side. Is it gonna reach it? Oh my god. Although the Democratic Forces side is about to reach 1 million soon, it looks like. Looks like it can reach it soon. Okay, let's see. 1,700,000. Holy cow. Okay, let's see. And the Korean War ended with an armistice, basically. Not a peace treaty, but an armistice. Just like to stop the war, so not more people would have to suffer, basically. Okay, so they're pushing, the authoritarian threats are, again, I'm sorry. Authoritarian forces are pushing a little bit back, but also the Democratic forces are also pushing against them as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, if you guys can please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys all later. Bye.